Hi guys, welcome to this week's weekly twin flame reading. Thank you for joining me today. Now, I finished wrapping up the template video and I was thinking about airing it this week, but there were a lot of longer videos and I want it to be aired at the proper time. I did not go deep into the templates because we're just going to have a starting point, and we might be discussing more of them, some of them than others, depending upon what people are going through at this time. But basically what it is boils down to is templates of abuse, victim templates. That is what we're shifting out of here. If you are on this path, if you're on this journey, because that's why we're healing. We're healing and raising the vibration. We don't feed into those negative patterns anymore. We don't feed into them because we do the work with body, mind, soul. Then we heal, we create new patterns. And when we create those new patterns, that's where the magic happens. That's where this whole, that's the magic. That's the journey. And that it's hard. Like, it's hard to shift. Is hard to shift from abuse templates, victim templates, when they're there every day. Like, they're there every day. They're there when you turn on the news. They're there when you open up your phone. They're there with family members, friends, society, right? Every return. But we need to be mindful. We need to step into the oneness. And when we step into the oneness, that's where it's like, we need to keep in mind the oneness is multidimensional. So it's not separating yourself and saying, oh, your perception is the right perception. Oh no, my perception is the right perception. It's seeing that all perceptions are right. My perception's your perception's right perception. But then how do we discuss things? How do we harmonize? So we clear the energy between us. We cleanse the denseness, the negativity, and we create something new. We don't stay stuck in the victim mentality. We don't stay stuck there. We do the work to harmonize within, and then we harmonize around us. And it's it's alchemization. It's a process. These things will take time. And the 3D will try to trip you up. You know, time will try to get in your way. Matter will try to get in your way. And then you want to get back in that 3D template. Don't do that to yourself. That's why meditation and getting connected to source and slowing down and finding patience and compassion and really remembering compassion and compassion for self. And equality. Equality for the sexes. And in meaning equality for the sexes, recognizing that all of the alchemy is different. My alchemy is different than your alchemy. That's different, but we're all unique. But we all have equal opportunities here for abundance. And for our energy to be our energy, for nobody to own our energy or control or dominate or possess our energy, for us to take back and free ourselves and manifest with our own energy. And that's like 8 different topics I've just talked away at. But whoa, those were just coming out. King of Wands, hello, firepower. This is going to be divine feminine energy, divine masculine, and how we are alchemizing in between. Once again, we are connected and where we're at. So, feminine, she's got her wand. She's using her masculine power to manifest with now, right? And this is a king energy. This is king energy. I do see a sadness. The divine feminine is feeling sad. There's a sadness still in her eyes. But there's a wisdom. There's a wisdom that's coming with it. There's a wisdom and a connection to the growth, to how patterns are connected, how things are connected, how, you know, in nature, how the oneness. The divine feminine, there's a sadness being accepted there, but it's the oneness, it's the wisdom, it's an evolution. It is a process, like we just discussed. You know, when the tears, like the tears falling from her eyes, like she's transmuting it. All this suffering, it's not for nothing. It's transmuting the energy so we can be the bridge to shift. And Spirit's there. And the masculine energy is not far behind. Like, it is helping us raise our vibration as well, you guys. They showed up to the party. Hello, Justice. And there we go. Divine Feminine. Cleansing the darkness. Dealing with karmic situations. Okay? Seeing where we really need to weigh out what's really working in our lives, what really isn't, what was really working in the old templates, where we need to shift from. The Divine Feminine is seeing where we need to shift to and where we were just shifting from. Like, it's so clear. And goddess energy, like, she's so connected to the goddess energy. She's got she's connected to sun, she's connected to moon, so yin and yang, balanced, right? Ooh. And this is all from her blossoming within the darkness and finding the balance. And it was with compassion, and a lot of it finding compassion for herself and the world, Mother Earth, the animals, the plants. It's like she really stepped into the multidimensional oneness and creation. It's like I just feel like it's like fingers of light on her head. Like, even though she's so stressed out, it's like the divine energy, the source energy is just trying to massage the tension right out of her head. Like, the light, the darkness, to free the light, and so the light can just laser beam straight through her eyes, and she just has such clarity to be able to sit there and be with those scales and cut what needs to be cut, which is no longer serving her. And as I say that, out comes the Queen of Swords. So now she'll just take what is actually no longer serving her and cut it. Because she's balanced. The swords are a masculine energy. We've got the King of Wands, masculine energy. But we've got the Queen here, right? And she's just going to cut it. And she has fully integrated higher self. She's got spirit, right? Like, there's an ease there now. There's an ease that wasn't there before because the stress is gone. She's transitioned through. She doesn't feel so stressful. And it's like she sees her connection to her divine masculine more clearly through this. There's the connection changes through this. There's a clarity that's gained. There's a very, very deep truth gained. Energy, bottom of the deck. 8 of Swords. It is different in the Cosmic Tarot. It's the 8 of Swords is the masculine and feminine energies not quite being in alignment. Something still keeping them apart. An interference still between them. But they're still there. And yeah, like their backs are to each other and all the swords are surrounding them. So it's the energies are being pushed into alignment through what's being purged in the darkness. And the water is present for a reason. They're on top of the ice for a reason. And I'm telling you, once that water thaws and once it's broken free, those swords are gone. Okay. Now we're going to see where the masculine energy is mirroring the feminine, and then see how they are connected. Okay. We've got the King of Wands, and here we have got the Four of Coins. The masculine energy is still holding on. They've got the key. They've had an activation with the moon. This Four of Pentacles means something. It's like the box, like the masculine energy is showing me something, but I don't know what it is yet. I have to get here. But it's like they've been working on something, like, and putting all their pentacles into a box. Trying to see through the illusion and have a transformation with the Three of Coins. They're still working on their spiritual quest. They're still seeing through illusions. But what they're working on means something to them. That's why I don't get like a holding on sense from this Four of Coins. I get like what they are working on, their spiritual quest here, means something to them, and they want to show it. They want to show it to their feminine counterpart, but they are still working on, with Cups energy, emotions, seeing through illusions. Okay. Justice. Lovers with the Five of Swords. Well, the masculine energy is definitely tired of fighting. They're definitely tired of fighting. I could see, like, whatever they were dealing with in the past, it just, they're so done with it. They had a death. And now the sword in their hand, like, they do have clarity. And it's like, there's a playfulness. There's a playfulness now with the sword. There's a playfulness now almost to it. But it's still being balanced out back by the Lovers. Source. Source. It's the connection to Source. It's the stability. It's the passion. Like, yeah, it looks very passionate in this card, but the connection to Source is so present. It's like Source is really putting it as their driving force. As almost like it's in that sword that they're carrying. It's just the truth they're telling. It's just, it's weaving. It's weaving their webs, their paths, their new healing templates. All right, so Queen of Swords here, we have the Hanging Man. That's going without. Enlightenment, Ascension, and the King of Cups. This is somebody who's psychic, connected to nature, emotionally balanced, and a healer. Now, right away I see it's like what we're talking about, like here, breaking through the ice. the masculine energy does more than break through the ice. They are literally, like, they're literally on a stance on top of it. It's like, and the ice is completely melted. And whatever is happening with them, they are having, the masculine energy is having, they are figuring out how they are connected to the universe right now. And it has to, it's going deep. It's going deep, like, back to the, like, to our ancestors, to the beginning, to a very natural state. But for where we're going in the golden, with the golden ages. Very futuristic at the same time. And we know the King of Cups is a healer, and the masculine energy needs to be at the place of being a healer. That's why the King of Cups keeps coming up. Energy, bottom of the deck, 7 of Swords. I feel like right now, what it says in this deck completely as to what we're talking about here is the fact that the masculine energy, they want to escape this place right now. This is uncomfortable to them. As we know, transformation is uncomfortable, and we need to get used to that, especially if you're on this path as a twin flame. It's time to get through that, but to understand it's a shift. It's a shift, like when you're learning how to drive and it's scary, but then eventually it's not so scary anymore, and then you go out and you drive in front of your house, right? Maybe start off in the country, then you drive in front of your house, then you drive on bigger roads, then you drive on even bigger roads, and then you drive on even bigger roads, and then before you know it, you're driving from place to place, and it's nothing. That's what this is like first. First, it's got to be scary, and they want to escape it right now, but they're not going to, because this is what I mean. Whatever's happening here, and it's causing this energy, and it's going to cause the masculine energy to go from feeling like this to feeling, and they're here right now, they're gonna feel like this, and that's the Emperor, and that's where they need to be, and that's literally building new earth, literally building it. And I love how Spirit is in between. I will put a close-up of this card at the end. Spirit's there in between. Like, this is the masculine energy, completely free, completely connected, completely stepped into the oneness and helping change the earth for the better. Completely now with that sun energy, that firepower with the cups. It's connected to the female energy, the heart chakra, the compassion. And then we have the 8 of Wands. Wow. Okay, let's just see what's being activated. Actually, no, we're not going there. Guys, I did not want to cut anything once again. I keep trying not to cut these readings, but School for the Fool, there's always people coming in and out. There's always things happening. We're always in the process of creation over here. Where there's creation, there's destruction. If I have to pause a video and get back to you, I get back to you. But the cards are here, okay? These readings need to be accurate. These videos need to be always in the process of being better, so that we can, get into union with ourselves and raise the vibration. That's why I'm here doing this. Now I've talked a lot again. I'm going to come back. We're going to see how these energies are coming together, and we're going to get an activation and an oracle, and I can't wait. Okay? Give me 1 second. Hi guys. Thank you. Okay. Let's get this happening. Let's see how the energies are connected and being alchemized. The feminine and the masculine energies. All right. Prince of Cups. So with the King of Wands and the Four of Coins, with the Three of Coins and the Seven of Cups, it's the Prince of Cups. It's about a transformation of a bird's eye view. And that's what both energies are going through. It's not being in the thick of it and being able now to step into the oneness enough to experience enough of it to be able to gain a bird's eye view and a transformation. And that's why this bird is so present here. And the bird is dark. The symbolism is there for a reason. Because we have to keep using our bird's eye view to continue our transformation in the darkness. That's really how we continue to build these new positive patterns. We build the new positive patterns by really, really staying on top of that bird's eye view and removing ourselves and sitting in pause, in meditation, and finding the answers. There it was. So for justice, we have the Hierophant, and that is with, you know, the Five of Swords and the Lovers. So we're giving ourselves justice. We're walking away from the fighting so we can come together. We can come into union, balance restored within, right? And we know what happens within. We attract it back, right? The law of correspondence. We've got the Hierophant, the integration of higher self. The integration of higher self, taking all those masks off. The connection, like it's so present here. You can see how the female has the sword in one hand, the moon in her other hand. There's higher self. Is just that source presence, the integration of the light, you know, and like the heart, the star over his chest, it's like the inner child is completely been set free. Like the inner child's been healed so that higher self could be set free. That's it. The inner child's been healed so higher self can be set free because of what's been happened here with the karma, with karma being cleansed and justice. It's spectacular. Like, it is literally spectacular. Okay. Queen of Swords. Always try to make shorter readings because I know you guys are short on time, but it's great to get the messages. Okay, so many cards came flying out. We're going to take the one that came off of here. Nine of Swords, Cruelty. Now, that's what we're doing with the swords. We're ending cruelty. That's it. Like, this is it. This is it. We're ending cruelty. That's what this whole thing is about. We're ending cruelty. We're ending cruelty towards ourselves. We're ending cruelty towards the people around us. We're ending cruelty towards the people we love, to the earth, to life. We're ending cruelty to life. That is really it. That is how we're going to raise the vibration. It's time to end this. And that is how we're going to do it. There it is. We're going to take that Ace of Swords and we're going to free ourselves. We're not going to stay all suck up in this Nine of Swords, this vampire energy, this energy that drains us and never ever lets us succeed, never frees us, never lets us get anywhere. It keeps us tired, it keeps us stuck, it's cruel, it's painful. We are shifting out of that. And that's why if you're suffering right now, if you're in the dark night of the soul, if you're confused, hold on, continue to do the work, integrate higher self. That is the key, literally the key, okay? And then you take that sword. You take that sword and you cut it. The sword of clarity, the sword of light. To tell a truth. To tell a truth to yourself. To tell a truth to the world. To tell the truth that you need to tell to set your soul free on fire, baby. Now, getting an activation. These are very special cards. They have 2 meanings on them. And we're just going to see, and then we're see what's happening here. The Devil. And there it is. The Devil. And there's the Devil 2 ways. I really love these cards. They are very unique. The Devil. Okay, here we go. This card embodies the need for material well-being. Surrounding you are ambitious thoughts of having more wealth, more pleasure, more physical satisfaction. This card grounds itself to the earth, fueling lust and desires that can only be satisfied by the flesh. There will be a need for clothes of rich texture items or social value, and exuberant flourishes all around you. This card warns you of the dangers of money overtaking your life and blinding you to the path of true fulfillment. Here, the desire to surround yourself with wealth may flirt dangerously with crossing the line of obsession. In terms of an individual, this card symbolizes the obsessed soul who surrounds him or herself with items of glamour and material wealth. This person cares for nothing more than the satisfaction that money can bring him or her, whether it be from the things that he or she can buy or the people he or she can entice with it. In situations, this card warns of being too driven by the ultimate goal to profit in terms of wealth or stature. In relationships, it indicates that the passion experienced is deeply rooted in sensual pleasures and is not of a romantic nature. Okay? The passion here is deeply rooted in sensual pleasures, but is not of a romantic nature. It also warns of an overwhelming sexual attraction to another, which may transform a desire into an obsession. This, to me, is one of the biggest things we are leaving behind as a twin flame. This, the obsession, this relationship. The relationship, because our sexual energy has been distorted because of the matrix. And that's one of the biggest things the devil energy keeps our sexual energy, not letting us use it properly. We need to move away from lust and desire because that feeds into obsession and addiction and instant satisfaction, instant gratification, because we have been bred to believe and fed to believe that we get what we need and want and desire and our dreams overnight. That's not happens. That's not how it works. We gotta work for these things. We gotta grow. We gotta shed. We gotta suffer. We gotta believe. We gotta go up. We gotta go down. We gotta enjoy the ride. We have to remember how to create again and laugh and live and learn and be in wonder like a child. This is a journey. It's a process. But we are removing this template. So we can use it to manifest with. We'll use the energies to manifest with, to change, to create. But we are going to now shift into our heart space, our love. We're gonna have some romance. We're gonna have relationships that are cultivated by passion and love. Okay? Not lust, love. A relationship based off, you know, even where you're at on your path. Do you want a relationship with ego, or do you want a relationship with source? I want a relationship with source. So I want my romantic relationship to look like that too. And these are things that we need to think about. Because it all starts up here. We have to think about it. We have to feel it. Then we act on it. Then we ground it. Now, as that's the template we are shifting away from, freeing ourselves from, we're going to get these messages and close out the reading. We've got the Page of Fire, outgoing, creative, confident, mischievous, news of an exciting new endeavor, use your originality and ingenuity. And the Six of Water, memories from your history or childhood issues regarding children, romanticizing the past. But really, this is restoring balance. This is restoring balance. An exciting new opportunity comes your way. The angels guide you to wholeheartedly embrace this new endeavor. It may seem like a challenge, but it's one you're ready for. Dazzle people with your originality and ingenuity. This card is about a person who's outgoing, creative, and passionate about life. Someone who enthusiastically seeks out new experiences and can make things happen. Optimistic, confident, courageous, exhilarating, keeping busy, and mischievous. The additional meaning of the card is good news, a creative project, and believing in yourself. And that's time. Now, Six of Water. Memories from your personal history or childhood may have resurfaced for a reason. Perhaps there's an old issue you still need to resolve, or your memories could be a sign of what's yet to come. You may reconnect with friends or a romantic partner from your past. New acquaintances may feel like familiar old friends because of karmic connections. The effect of children on the situation could be important. Childlike innocence or lack of guilt is also indicated by this card. Additional meanings: inheritance gifts, reunions, sharing, kindness, or romanticizing the past. Whatever applies to you. Now, please remember, when you are shifting and destroying what's not serving you and removing it and then healing and creating something new, to please be kind to yourself, okay? Thank you all for joining me here today for this week's Twin Flame reading. I hope you all take care, and I will see you again soon.